3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm John Kelly from Harrington Golf, and I'm just going to go through a few of the cameras that we use. This is the camera that I use at the moment. It's the original Casio high speed. It's the EX-F1. It's got manual shutter speed, it's got manual high speed. You can set it up to anything up to 1200 frames per second. I've been using this. Dave Phillips told us to get this one of the times when we were in TPI. We ordered it in America, got it 3 years ago, and I can honestly say in the 3 years we've had it, I've never had 1 day's problem with it. Now recently we've taken delivery of our new zr-100 high speed camera. Dave again has done a few reviews on this, and there seems to be some kind of conflicting stories about how good the manual shutter speed is on this. The big advantage of the F1 is the manual shutter speed can be set up to 1/2000, which for filming the golf swing, you see the club face, you see the club shaft perfectly clear. I set it on 300 frames per second and I get absolutely perfect lines on the shaft the whole time. The one thing in Ireland is we do get some not as bright days as you do in America, and some days I can struggle with the 1/2000. Working inside in the academy here, it's not great for picking up the high speed, so I go outside anytime I want the 1/2000. So now we've got the zr-100. Now the size of it is absolutely perfect. Like for fitting into your pocket if you want to go to a tour event or something, it's much easier. You can see that by the size of it. And it was advertised that the shutter speed was manual and you could set it up to 1/2000. The other thing I don't like about it, I have to say, is I use the camera a lot on a tripod. Where they put the card is underneath the camera here, so if I put this onto my tripod, I have to take the camera off the tripod every time before I undo and take the card out. Whereas with the F1 again, I have it on the tripod sitting here, and it's got a door here where I can just do the door, take out the chip, and away we go. So I like that an awful lot more on the F1 than I do on the zr-100. So the other thing is on the zr-100, when we switched it on first, and we saw Dave's video saying that you couldn't set the shutter speed correctly. Not that we ever doubted you, Dave, but when we turned it on, we could actually set it manually to the 1/2000. But yet, when we went out and videoed the swings didn't perform the same way. So what I've done is I videoed 2 different golf swings, one using the F1 at 1/2000 and one using the zr-100 at 1/2000 as well, with a frame rate of 420 frames per second. Now the differences I have here, I have it up using the V1 software, and I can tell you the difference is phenomenal. Okay, I'll put up a separate video altogether showing the 2 videos side by side, but I have to say the zr-100 at the moment is a big disappointment. Like when we got it, we were so excited.
Blurred. This
here, it just was blurring the shaft the whole time. It's not really what I want. It's very poor, I have to say, and I think we'll still be using our F1 that is now difficult to get from what I hear, but never has a day's problem. But keep an eye out. I'm going to do a V1 comparison of the 2 swings that we've taken, where you can see for yourself that the difference in the blur of the shaft. So I hope this was some help. If you want the camera just to walk around and stick it in your pocket and video a few golf swings that you're not too worried about the shaft or the club face, this is handy. But this is the king of the castle, without a doubt. F1 Casio high speed, best camera ever.